Welcome to your timeless daily reading. We are joined today by Saturn, that represents wind, by Goldie, who represents water, by Gary the Panic Turtle, who represents earth, our fire elements, and an assortment of crystals, because getting into today's reading has challenged every bit of my energy. So we bring these in to clear the space and to give you the best guidance that can possibly be given from your spirit team. Oh boy. Something, guys, something. We've got every challenge and hurdle to get to this reading today. And cards and I are not working together. I have no reason to feel this way. I've had a perfectly wonderful day until I sat down to do this. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what's happening today. We seek guidance today. Love and light only allowed in. Please keep me protected under the armor of God. Please give us guidance. What is the present energy of the day, please? What is the present energy of the day? Here it is. Okay. What is the... Thank you for the goal. What is the root of the problem, please? What is the root of the situation? The root of the emotion? What is the past, the recent past that brought us into this? What is the recent past that brought us into this situation today? There it is. And what is the outcome? What is the most immediate, most probable outcome? Thank you very much. Okay, let's take a look here. So the present situation today comes to you let's see if we can get to focus a bit more. Come on now. As the Death card. And the Death card is a card of transformation. And so this depicts a need for control of your mental space. Okay? You'll notice here in this card, the focus is at the top of the head of the skeleton. And that is just to bring us to the conclusion that it is the control of the mental space that we're being asked to master here in order to transform. So the Grim Reaper here is wandering throughout the graveyard, right? You can see under the night sky. And he's shrouded in that darkness, but in that darkness there is the bright star, right? The halo that you see depicted in the card. And so it's just an acknowledgement that change is not only inevitable, but it is essential. right? We are constantly changing. The world is constantly changing. And so, you know, um, today is going to be a day of that for you. Something is going to happen, an emotional situation, a feeling, a connection with a person, a physical item that you have. There is something that is going to pave the way for change. And it is not necessarily a bad thing, right? All change is necessary. So, this is just a card that's asking you to be ready. To not hold on to things so tightly, which is interesting because we end with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, let's take the journey. Let's take the journey to get there. Your goal today is of the Six of Cups. Okay, and the Six of Cups here is a card of nostalgia, revisiting old memories, pastimes, hobbies, relationships. It is a card where you are being asked to focus on the cup. And the cup is that feeling of love, the feeling of warmth, of belonging that comes from remembering something good from childhood. However, it's not necessarily only focused on the good. You are being asked to focus on that era of your life, something that gives you that undertow, that current, that guides you today, so that you can have a more conscious awareness of it. And so, it is, for better or for worse, it is bringing you back to the past. And so that is the goal today. So as you go through this transformation that you're going through, take a moment and revisit where you have been, and travel that journey to where you are now. Right, practice a moment of that conscious awareness of that journey. And your root of the issue today is the Five of Cups. God, why did this focus for us? Here we go. The Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is talking about this gentleman here he's got an aura, right? He's an energetic soul, but he is just melancholic over the 3 cups that he spilled of the 5, right? As these cups were lining his path here to the bright star at the top of the tower, right? Which is enlightenment, it's spiritual happiness. And, his cups fell over. And while he still has the path extremely lit, he is just stopped dead in his tracks. And so the root of the issue for you today, as you go through this change, is to recognize that you are your own worst enemy at this point. And maybe through revisiting some old memories, you can have a bit more clarity to move forward to the top of the tower. Let's take a look here at your recent past. Now, your recent past is the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is about creativity. It's about passion. This person is coming in quickly, and there's a lot of harmony, right, with the leaves. A lot of harmony, a lot of happiness, a lot of peace. However, the Knight is bringing fire to very fast horse, right? So fire and wind can make an out of control blaze really quickly. So perhaps maybe you might have been moving a bit too quickly for the situation, which is maybe making you feel that you've lost something, because maybe there was a mistake that was made, or something you weren't anticipating when you were anticipating everything else. You couldn't anticipate this thing. But coming into the Four of Cups, which is going to be your future. I'm sorry, your Four of Pentacles, which is going to be your most immediate likely future. You have Atlas here, who is holding this beautiful energetic ball. on the foundation of his resources. And that is, again, just reiterating that the 4 is a card of foundation, it is building, and it is a card that is meant to give you stability, right? This card is a card that also tells you, don't hold on to this for too long because you're going to change, right? 4s go to 5s and 6s and 7s and so on and so forth. But right now, lean into the stability that you have. Okay? So, while it looks like perhaps maybe something had happened that you weren't anticipating, or maybe there was a mistake that was made because you were moving a bit too quickly, and that has caused you to take a pause. However, you are being encouraged to take a look into that part of you where maybe you could step it back to when you were happier, and to go towards the tower and to have that transformation. Okay, this is a moment. Today is a day where you are being challenged, and then you are being asked to hit that challenge, perhaps maybe in a way that you've never done before. So if you were likely to get angry or upset or frustrated, as soon as you recognize those emotions, take a second, do some deep breathing, count, go back to when you were a kid, count to 10, get control of yourself, right? Maybe even cry, do something to purge the emotion, and then revisit that challenge, but in a state of happiness. And I recommend, in order to change your mindset, do something that matters to you. So you're going to be putting on some music, your favorite song, you're going to dance, you're going to do some push-ups, you're going to pet the dog, you're, going to pet the cat, whatever it is that you're going to do. Listen to a comedian, your favorite podcast, change your mindset. It changes the energy that you have within you. And then when you revisit this 5 of Cups, it is going to be from a different point of view. And you're going to see the change, which is going to give you a good foundation going forward. Okay. And so that is your energetic check-in for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I will say that there was things were sort of clunky today for me. As I sat down, the microphone settings weren't right, the fire whistles going off in the background. I'm being interrupted a few times. The cards are falling out. My eyes were getting tired. My back was hurting a little bit. And it's just, all of it was for nothing, for no reason. So I sort of had to sit and recollect and cleanse and bring the crystals out. And so if this is a representation of what you're going through today, please know that you're not alone, that I feel every second of it, and that I am going to be sending you the most loving, positive vibes that I can, because it is a high vibe life that gets us to where we need to be in the best possible way. Thank you so much.